What up? It's Will. Um, I always use these as a means to just kind of like reflect, think. Maybe a little dark. Pull this up just a smidge. Is that too dark? Too light? Can't tell. Just a means to reflect, talk, think. A lot like 5 Minute Friday, where I would just kind of, it seems hot, right? Seems a little hot. I think if I get a little closer, right? A little closer to the window, solve our problem. If I'm like right up on the window, just scooch on in, turn the head a little bit. There we go. Let's see, zooming in. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad. But exposure. Close enough. Anyways, just like to use these as means to get my thoughts out, think, connect with you guys on a very simple, easy level. So what's been going on? I think I can pull this. I've been doing oil paint. Let's see if we can get this into focus right there. And I just really like how you can like that goodness right there. Like how oil paint feels. Ah, so nice. So nice. Boom. I've been playing Magic a good bit, building decks, and then a lot of the same making websites and doing designs and stuff like that for clients. So a lot of the same things going on, a lot of internal thinking, a lot of just reflecting and trying to make sense of a lot of the things that I am doing, want to do. This whole thing sounds so cryptic. I have these urges, these itches to go straight, like go out all out on social media and talking like 100 posts a day like I was doing. And then I have urges where I want to make a whole bunch of vlogs. And I have urges where all sorts of different urges, but it's like I feel that way for like a day or two, and then all of a sudden it's just like, it's all good. Because I keep on coming back to this question of like, what for? Like, what for? Like this right here, this simple little video right here takes me however long this recording is. It takes me maybe 10 minutes. And as a father, with a lot going on, like your time is extremely valuable, like as far as like what you can and can't do and fit in your day. Like you've got all of work that you have to do, and you've got, taking care of the kids and, being a husband and all that stuff. And so the hobbies and stuff like that, this is kind of what that is, honestly. Like it's not, it's a way for me to just express myself and talk. So why do I need it to be so clean, right? Why does it need to feel so produced, when instead it could just feel authentic and raw, which that's what this is. I'm just chilling, talking, being, vibing. And I can do these. I could technically do, if I really wanted to, I could probably do, I don't want to say 2 a day. I was going to say 2 a day. But I can do one of these a day. I can do a podcast a day because it's start, stop. And I guess this is what this is coming back to. And like I said, this is really just a place, a space for me to think. If you're interested in hearing my creative process of how I come to the conclusions that I do, this will probably be a perfect space for you. But I was thinking yesterday, like everything that I've done that has lasted has been like in this one-click philosophy where click button, it does its thing. Like this, I turned on the camera. All I'm doing is micro adjusting the focus or whatever for when I zoom in and zoom out. And when I press stop on this, I'm not going to take it into Final Cut, edit it or whatever. Like I could technically take it into Final Cut, add a little lo-fi track beneath it, but that literally triples the amount of time that it takes to, maybe honestly quadruples the time that it takes for me to do this. And so I think the conclusion or what I'm coming to in my mind is making a habit of just doing these entries. I don't know what you want to call them. Because they're the same thing as me writing out something. Like, it's the exact same thing, but it technically, like, it can be used in different ways. You can see a lot more emotion. I will say though, it is, I've been writing, and I really like the medium of writing. Though now I'm wondering if I had 10 minutes to write versus 10 minutes to just record this, which is more valuable? If I can, like, because I can talk faster than I can write. Yeah, so interesting. It's like one of those things where you're removing everything. You're removing, not everything, but you're removing 80% of what you do, or 80% of the noise. And like, if I really think hard on it, if I'm just expressing myself right here, I should be good enough with this being the content that I put on YouTube. Like, there's always this need for it to be a vlog or for it to be something more. And as I think about social media, like, by and far, Snapchat produces the absolute best results for me as far as attention. I think I have like 7,000 followers or something like that on there. And it's actually very easy. It's, like I said, that click button, that push button, boom, boom. It's very simple to do. And as I think more and more about this, like, my favorite platforms to produce on, I don't exactly want to say produce on, to produce on that are also where the market is, are Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube was where I put my stuff. And so, does that mean I just say forget LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook? There's so many of them. Reddit, Patreon, Twitch. Do I just say, nah, screw it, and just focus on these three? I think the answer is yes. I don't think that I don't think that I have to say go all balls out and be like, I'm getting rid of you. But I think the frequency, right? The frequency of how much I post to these platforms can scale dramatically back. I really like how I just really like Twitter for some stupid reason. I like how you're able to, I just like it. Yeah, it's a skill thing, right? Or a frequency thing. If I make a video each, let's just say a talk, a sit down, whatever, this thing, this medium, each day, that's daily, right? And this is me thinking, me talking. That's it. Oh, and so I guess I should have said podcast. Podcast is dope. So I have 4, which makes sense. YouTube, podcast, Snapchat, Twitter. So like that makes sense because like I'm dividing my attention. I'm dividing everything else that I'm trying to do. And it just doesn't make any sense to do it that way. So if I were to say do this once a day, do a podcast, maybe in the evening or something like that. And this could technically count as like podcasts. I could technically use the same thing on YouTube and here. It's hard because like it's not hard, it's just a decision. The decision is, okay, I could technically make 2 of these, and then all of a sudden the audio is just stripped to podcast. Boom, there you go. One and done. Simple, easy. Changing the frequency of 2 YouTube videos and 2 podcasts per day if I just use this setup. Like this is the conundrum that I go through, that's like right here, that I go through every day with myself, because I have the podcast tools and I have the closet over here where I can just chill. I can be in there, I'm doing my thing, it's vibing, it's cozy, it feels good. I got the headphones on, I got the mic chilling, like, hey, what up? Hey, how you doing? Oh, what up? It's Will over here on the podcast. Hey. And it's good. It is click button. But this is technically a podcast. If you're just listening to this, it's a podcast. It's a vibe. It doesn't have to differentiate. It doesn't have to. Most people, like, you'll listen to it, and then if you want to see the visuals, great, go over to the YouTube. The only difference is the audio quality is not as clean. But that's not what this is about. It's not about clean, right? That's what you just said at the very beginning, Will. It's not about being clean. It's about, maybe a little dirty, a little, like, getting to it. Okay. That solves that issue for now, until my brain tells me not. So try to do one in the early morning, like, right before work. Try to do another one probably like in the day, right? Like just 10 minutes. I mean, I know this is 14 minutes and 4 seconds right now, because I've had a minute to think and riff. And the question now, I got one more question for myself. I enjoy writing on Medium, but do I just stop the frequency? Because this is kind of that. This is me kind of thinking, self-reflecting. Hard one. But I think I know the answer. All right. See you later. Peace.